In this video I want to talk about my DÖRR flash diffuser that I have used a lot for macro photography and I'm still using as my go-to lightweight, simple diffuser for macro photography. I get a lot of questions about this diffuser and where to buy it and so on, so I just wanted to do a little video about it so I can refer to this video when people ask me about this diffuser. So as you know, in macro photography it's very good to have a flash because you use small apertures and you need to have something to freeze the action because you cannot really use a high shutter speed because it will be too dark. And then a flash is great, and to get beautiful light from a flash you need to have some kind of diffusion. My first diffuser was just a sheet of paper that I cut a hole in and put around my lens. But very soon I realized that that is a very unwieldy solution and the paper just gets torn or gets folded, and yeah, it's just not an optimal solution. So I purchased this diffuser from DÖRR. It was like $12 or similar price, and it still is today. And it comes in this little bag, and when you take it out it is folded like this. And this is one of the great things with this diffuser. It is so compact so you can easily have it in your back pocket. And then you just let it fold up like this, and you have a diffuser with a flexible hole here that you can put around pretty much any macro lens like this. And now when I fire off the flash, the light will be a lot bigger and softer than if I would not have a diffuser, and that's the whole point. And I've used this diffuser a lot. I've used it for tens of thousands of macro photos over several years, and the reason I think I have used it so much is that it gives you satisfactory results in terms of image quality. The diffusion is pretty good. It is not perfect. I will say that some other diffusers, like for example the Pope Shield or maybe the AK diffuser or Cygnus-Tech, give a bit of a softer diffusion, not as obvious hotspots, but this diffuser gives pretty good results, and I think it is perfect for a beginner. And the number one reason I love it so much is that it is so small and compact and so simple, and that you can use it very easily on any camera, and you can very easily just put it in your bag or in your back pocket when you're not using it, and then very easily just bring it back, and you can attach it to your camera in less than a second. So it is so user-friendly, so easy to use, and that I think is a very big plus with this diffuser, and it's pretty much unmatched I think in the diffuser world. There are of course a million similar ones to this. I know that DÖRR do not sell their products in every country in the world. In Sweden I bought this diffuser at Cyberfoto, which is a Swedish photography retailer, and I don't think they ship to many other countries than Sweden and maybe the Nordic countries, so you will probably have to look elsewhere if you're not living in Sweden. You can try searching for DÖRR on your local camera shops, maybe look at their homepage. I will try to link that below to see if you can buy this diffuser in your country. Otherwise, there are lots of similar ones that are maybe even made in the same factory but not under the same name. Try searching eBay or Amazon for something like on-lens diffuser or on-camera diffuser. These search terms often bring up diffusers similar to this one. I have gotten reports that some of these are not great quality. This one has held up so well. I have used it for so many hours and it still is not broken in any way. It's just a little bit dirty. I should probably get a new one soon because it's not completely white anymore, I think, but it still does the job perfectly. It's just that it doesn't look as nice as when it was new. A question I often get is, does this diffuser work well on more narrow lenses such as the Laowa 65mm? Well, let's have a look. This is the Laowa 65mm lens, which is a bit more narrow than many other macro lenses. And as you can see, it sits there okay. But when you use a diffuser like this, you kind of have to get used to having like your pinky finger under it like this to hold it in place, because you also need to mind the angle here. It should not be like this, because then the diffusion is not good and the light kind of goes here. It should preferably be something like this, so that the light can spread here and then onto your subject. And then it's good to have a finger under here, so it's always in the right angle, and also to hold it in place when using a narrow lens. Let's see if we have some even more narrow lenses here. We have the Laowa 25mm, which is perhaps my most narrow macro lens, especially if we extend it a bit. And yeah, I mean, it looks okay. It works. So I really think that this particular diffuser from DÖRR works on any macro lens you can imagine. And even if the lens would be too narrow, say that we were to use this microscope lens and the hole is clearly too big, but if I hold my pinky finger under it, it will still work. I mean, I have to be a bit more cautious about the angle and so on of the diffuser, but it will still do its job. It's a great purchase. It's a great first diffuser if you are a beginner in macro photography. It is the most convenient diffuser I have ever used for macro photography. And it's cheap, so it's a great purchase, I would say. And I will soon do more diffuser reviews. That's kind of a theme I have this summer. I think next up is probably the AK diffuser, which I have in a box sitting here, so I will try it out very soon in another video. Please do subscribe if you like macro photography. I post new videos all the time about macro photography. See you soon again. Over and out. Bye bye.